Everybody, welcome back. Today, I'm going to do a video of something that I've been wanting to do, and I was excited to get a chance to do it. But I've been asked, show us how you made this. And I'll tell you what, first off, I've got to thank Amy Jo for encouraging me to do this video. And I need to thank Rhinestone Suzanne for purchasing and sending me out some burrs, because this has been a lot of fun and I'm really looking forward to doing this video. So what's the video about, you say? The American flag. That one over there. Here, I'll pull it out. So I went ahead and I made this American flag. Wanted it to come out like it was wavy. And I went ahead already and put some rub-on poly on it. And the stars didn't come out quite like I wanted. So I'm going to go ahead and make another one. I'm going to do a little bit different through here and here. I think I can do better. So I'm going to walk you through how to make this. So what I'm going to have here is going to look like a bunch of scribbles. But I have a 1x12 piece of wood that I cut down to 17 inches long. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and draw out where the stripes are going to go, draw out where the stars are going to go, and I'm going to mark those. And that's going to be important because I am going to go over to the bandsaw and cut some definition into here and cut some definition into here. And then we're going to do some carving. So I'm going to get started. All right, so I made some adjustments. When I did that one, I cut them out at 5/8, not 3/4, because it was a smaller piece of wood. So by measuring these slats out at approximately 3/4, it puts my 7 stripe right here. So I went ahead and adjusted that. So this, as you can see, I have my stars here, my stripes here, and now I'm going to go ahead and mark out my design. It's all going to make sense in a little while. And yes, that is a 5th grader drawing right there. But my design's on here. I'm going to go ahead to the table saw, get this part cut out. This part, I'm not going to put anything in right now. For one, I don't know where it's going to end up. And for two, I need a flat spot to put this through the table saw. So I have the pattern cut out for the front of the flag and a little bit of definition onto the top of the flag. Now, if you look, I'm kind of planning out what I'm doing. And I'm realizing the importance of depth. With this one, I tried using depth by coloration. So I painted the base of this black, and then through the sanding, I got the depth through the sanding and the black being on the bottom. I'm going to try a little bit different with this one, and hopefully it comes out. And here to see, because I want to try and get it to flow. So if you can see, I'm just trying to get some random wavy patterns in here because what I'm planning on doing is cutting out every other one. I'll show you when I get to that. But right now, trying to get them deep enough to where I can put some roundness on these. And then I'm going to carve some of these down to give them depth. Tell me if this is a matter of less is more, but man, I'm putting these tools to work. I am putting them to work. They're holding up just fine. So I'm going to keep going. I got a couple more to do. And then I think I'm good. Give it a nice little sanding. And then I'm going to take it over to the table saw and cut strips out of this to paint it. There's your American flag. All right, there's your flag reassembled after the table saw. It's not very impressive right now, but we're going to work on that. All right, so the flag is starting to take shape. What I did off camera was I went ahead after I cut them into little slats and put them back together. I went through and I put a base coat, 2 base coats of black down, because I truly believe the black is where you're going to get your depth from with a little sanding. I want my flag to look a little rustic, and that's how it's going to come out. So the paint is dried, at least dried enough to where I can put this back together and then start gluing it together. If you're going to do this, what I might suggest is label your strips. Will make it much, much easier to put back together. So let me get this back together and I'll be right back. So now you can see it's starting to take shape. You can see some of the ripples in it. You can see the waviness of the flag. You can see some little indentations in the bottom, in the top, waviness. Now what's going to happen is, right here, if you notice, there are no waves. That is where the stars are going to go. But right now, I'm going to go ahead and glue these back up, get them put back together, and then we'll work on the stars. And that's really all you need for the glue up. Now, I did not add a lot of glue. I put enough, but I didn't overdo it because I didn't want it to squeeze out. This isn't going to hold weight. This is just going to hang on a wall. So it's going to be just fine. But once it glues up, then I will get the blue pattern painted on, get it sanded a little bit because I want it rustic a little bit, kind of like that one. You know, I want it to have a rustic look to it. You don't have to cut this on a table saw. If you want to go take the time and tape up the stripes, leave it one piece of wood. Me personally, I wanted to give it this look. So experiment. See what you can come up with. All right. So far, I'm happy with it. Starting to look like a flag. Got very little bleed through on the blue, which I'm happy with that. And I can touch up a little bit if need be. I think it's time to put some stars on this thing. Let's see how this works out this time. I can deal with that. That is so much better. Stars came out pretty good. A couple of them got a little bit of spray out, but you know what? I'm good. I like that very much. Now, I'm going to let this finish drying, and then I'm going to come back and get this baby sanded. Okay, we got it done. And it is how I wanted it to turn out. You can see it's got wavy patterns going through it. Stars look nice. I put some rub-on poly on it to give it a nice little top coat. If you want to make one of these, they're really simple. I actually like both of them. I like this one and I like this one. The wavy patterns come through, and I suggest, if you can, try and make them for craft shows. I think these will be awesome sellers, and come around the 4th of July, you may want to be stocked up on a couple of these. But really simple, easy, and I enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.